A hearty good morning to all. From our English Reader course book, I'll explain a lesson for you today. So turn page number 60. In a page number 60 we have lesson 5, a mysterious lesson, the toy box. The toy box is written by Nicholas Horsburgh, in which he has shared his own experience with us. He himself is one of the characters in this lesson. Before starting the lesson, let us have some talkings about the characters. In our lesson 5, we have two families. According to the first family, there are four characters. First, the father. Second, the mother. Third, Matilda. And fourth, Nicholas. In the second family, there are three characters. Number 1, Princess, who is Jack's wife. Number 2, Jack, who is Prince's husband. Number 3, a girl child, who is unnamed in the lesson. So, let's step into the lesson, the toy box. Matilda, Nicholas, their mom and dad are supposed to move to the new house today. And the duty of the dad is to take his family to the new house. So he takes out his cab and gives their particular seat to be seated. The parents were seated in the front and the children, Nicholas and Matilda, were in the back seat of the cab. Dad was driving it. The children were told to close their eyes and only open them after the next announcement. Mom had told the children last week that a suitable accommodation had been found and they would be moving today. So, last week, all the packages were packed up and a few suitcases were left over. After a few minutes, the cab entered a large gate. The sweet fragrance of lovely and beautiful flowers started entering the nostrils. The twitter of the birds and the buzzing of the bees were heard. It was unbearable for the children to keep their eyes closed. As the cab halted, the father announced the children to open their eyes. "Wow! Beautiful!" exclaimed Matilda. "Wow! Scary!" said Nicholas. So Matilda and Nicholas reacted differently when they viewed an immense building. Nicholas shuddered. Touching the feelings of Nicholas, Dad explained that no one had been living there for some time, so it was cold and damp. There was a large room at the side of the house. It was on the ground floor, so it was used as a playroom. All the toys were kept in that particular playroom only for playing purpose for the children. An hour later, when Nicholas was left over alone in the playroom, he heard a feeble cry the first time. He thought himself any cat might have entered the room, or it might be his imagination. When he pulled a couple of toys from the box, he heard the cry again. He was frightened and shuddered. He screamed and dropped the toy truck and ran upstairs. Matilda and Mom were busy arranging the things. Nicholas stood against the wall, paused by a window and viewed the garden outside. He thought, the garden is bright and warm. Everything looked green and fresh. I wanted to be out there, but not in that echoing, dark, and cold playroom from where I heard that strange noise. Standing alone, showing his back, Mom asked Nicholas. You're very quiet. What's the matter, dear? It's cool and spooky, and I don't like the noises it makes, said Nicholas. Mom to Nicholas. Noises? What noises? Nicholas. I heard some noises, Mom. Moaning. Coming from a toy box. Mother. Don't be silly. Come, let's go down and listen. You are just like a scaredy cat. Matilda will come too. And if you insist, I'll get Dad too. When they went to the playroom, they heard nothing. No noise, no sound, no moaning, no crying. Nicholas said hoarsely. No, Mom. It was a cry, a moan, I'm sure. For the next few days or for a week, the same thing happened with Nicholas. A week later, everyone was annoyed with Nicholas. They said that Nicholas was making up the story to get their attention. One morning, Nicholas thought, today I would not scream. I would inculcate my courage and enter the playroom. The front door and all the windows were shut. The curtains were drawn, so it was dark. Then also, a thin layer of air touched Nicholas' body for a few seconds, then stopped. Slowly, he moved forward. When he reached the toy box and drew it near, he felt the breeze again. He stood like a statue. He heard a moan floating up from the box. He was supposed to scream, but held his breath. Next, what did he do? Without making any sound, he went in search of his mom. He found that Matilda and Mom were baking cake in the kitchen. Nicholas said, hurry up, quick, come with me, but don't say a word or make a sound. Matilda and Mom followed Nicholas slowly and silently. As they reached the toy box, there was a cry and a murmuring sound. Finally, Nicholas could not control himself and he screamed. The atmosphere was calm, quiet, still, tranquil, motionless. In the meantime, Dad entered the room with a gallop. Mom told him not to make sound. She explained everything what had happened with them in the playroom. So, Dad went out of the playroom for some purpose. Later, Nicholas, Matilda, and Mom heard the box being dragged over the wooden floorboards in the playroom. After a few minutes, Dad came back with his golf club. Dad told them that it was the time to have a good look. He had found an air vent in the wall hidden behind the toy box. So, what will be the next work? They'll find where it goes. Hundreds of broken and wanted things were scattered over that part of the garden. So, they started removing the rubbish. Two windows and a cellar door were viewed. The way to the door was clear. It seemed someone had used the door recently. Dad moved to the door and called out, "Hello, is anybody there?" There was no answer, so he turned the knob and the door was creaked open. There was some movement inside. A tearful woman's voice was heard. "Please, sir, we do not mean any harm." "Who are you and what are you doing here?" inquired Dad. "We have nowhere to live, sir. We found this place by chance and used as shelter. We have been living here for some weeks," said the woman. Hearing this, Dad asked, "Who is with you?" The reply came, "My little child, she is not well, sir, because of the damp. She cries a lot, and my husband Jack has gone to the village to fetch her some medicine." Hearing this, Mom took the charge immediately. After some days, Jack came back. 1 month later, the girl child was fully cured. Princess was employed to help in the house, and Jack was given the job of gardener and handyman. Like this, both the family lived together happily and peacefully, helping each other. Our lesson is over. From this lesson, we came to learn that God helps those who help themselves. So, students, till then, keep on learning. Take care. Thank you.